Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off and running from Charlotte. He fields it from the 8. He dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Here's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Off the play action. May. Buying some time right. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan. And haul in a heck of a souvenir.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. He finds space for a few yards that time. And stop coming from Henry To'o.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
65 catch, 65. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Has him on a quick hitter. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
To pick up with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. Andrews has it, working downfield. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Timberwolves, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Come on, come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 60, Panther 60. Rig.
Tight end in motion now. On second down, Warren. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Panther 70. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
No motion to tight end left. Warren here from the gun. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Got it. Ready?
Panthers countering with a dime package here. Third down.
Go. Panther 80. Cut 19. Cut 19. Let go.
One drawn up here for Daniels. It's inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
From the red zone now. On screen here to Blue. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
On the jump.
It's 2nd and goal.
You're not. 19 charge. Reload. Steady, ready?
Warren takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back to the 5. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. About to begin the 2nd here. The Bills definitely thinking points.
Buffalo 870 Timberwolves. Go street. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. Scoop.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. This is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 9. This makes it up to the 25. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. May off the play fake. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Henderson on 1st and 10. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL. Not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's May. The blitz is there, and he goes down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Bills bringing an extra DB out, 3rd down. May now from the gun. And he can't escape. He goes down. A flag, though, down with him. Let's see, did somebody hold up front, or is this marker going to wipe away that great sack? So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Here's May to the air. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Throwing the out route complete. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offense in the hurry up here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 79 Broncos.
A gain of 11 on the
Warriors 70.
And the Bills 1st down.
18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Daniels on 1st down. He rolls to his right. Catches May down the right sideline. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
70. That's Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Give to Warren from the pistol. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it, because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Red. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Dragon 60.
Daniels from the pistol. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Cut 19, cut 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Daniels throwing on third. Escapes out to the left. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he gets him around 6 there. It's Reed Blankenship making the stop.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down now, ball at the 33. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
May. Setting up the running back screen. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
May on first and 10. Throw is there. Trey McBride. Big man showing up the yards. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take the lead just before halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown.
Right there. That is why teams will draft tight ends and take them really high in the draft, especially when they can be game changers after the catch. That was just a dynamic effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, here's Daniels. Forced out to his right. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Lobs this deep down the middle. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Panthers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Yes, sir. City, what's up?
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost in the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Back to 50, back to 50.
A run from Warren here to start the 3rd. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Daniels setting up the play action. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
19, 18, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll run the toss to Blue. He stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
So rather than try a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on 4th down.
Come on, come on. Hit. Cowboy 80. Touch the Eagle, touch the Eagle.
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Rather than try a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on 4th down.
COVID-19! Cup 19! Cup 19! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Looking to throw. Has his man cut by Andrews. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play.
Hurry!
Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready?
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Looking quickly here.
60 Bison! 60 Bison!
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves!
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
29 yards attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
You're on the ball!
2nd and 10. Here's May. Ooh, he misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18, 19, 79 Broncos. Panther 11.
Daniels now on 1st down. Andrews has it, working downfield. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hey. Riggs, press all 80. Go.
This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And in, touchdown Buffalo. The Bills just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Daniels now bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this 2-point attempt. And the pass is caught. That's 2 more onto the score. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
23-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Throwing is May. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Well, 3rd down wasn't too bad, but that's not the case anymore. The penalty gives them this 3rd and 9. Third and long, they're going to throw. That's it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. Back to throw it. He runs it beyond the marker. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down, too.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
I see through your act, and I still enjoy the show.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On play action, here's May. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's May. Hits his running back. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. To the air yet again, May. Cut down the left side by his running back. Oh, baby. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Sticking with Henderson. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
It's Henderson on the give. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers tie this game at 21. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Luke McCaffrey now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
70 Lions. 19 tight. 18 Pioneer.
They'll start the drive with Warren. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On the go.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Play action now. Daniels. Complete to Diggs out left. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bills have a first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop 1.
Here we go. Check. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Blue here from the pistol. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2.
Let's go. 19 Charger. 19 Charger.
Warren running between the tackles. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Ready up.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
70 Timberwolves.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Ready.
They'll start the drive with Blue. Gets it to the 15. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big choke run follows.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He'll head out of bounds on the return. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air. It's May. That one's caught along the left sideline. 30. 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Cougar 19, Cowboy 80.
And quickly out wide, Daniels. Into the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead.
I got to say, with the type of throw that took, and then where he made that catch, it had taken all 11 defenders and maybe a couple extra from the sidelines to keep him out of the end zone. Not only did he earn it, I felt like he deserved that touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. He finds his running back, Henderson. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And he's going to bring this back for the pick 6 and a Buffalo touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Boswell set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is 1 up to the 21 and out of bounds. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Now May coming off that kick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. From the gun, it's May. Short pass brought in. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
I know I could say sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Bills going nickel, third down.
Here we go.
They give now to Henderson. They'll have the first down and even more. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
47-yard line.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Here's May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Made a throw it. Left side into the hands of McBride. Solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They go with Henderson here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They get 6 and a first down as well. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers, 14 points back.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy.
May now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 17 at the Bills' 45-yard line.
Hey, what's that?
Off the play action. May. He's got him. That's McBride. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
To throw. Called in again, it's McBride. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They'll go, Dowdle. And he's chased all the way to the sideline and out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. Only got a yard, but all they needed was an inch or two. That's going to move the chains.
Now, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
All their timeouts left, but they still need a quick score here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
2nd and 18 at the 35-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
Ready.
This one's set up for Daniels. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Here we go.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. This one left for Daniels. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. So on fourth down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits him on the out route. And he stops the clock and moves the chains. 14 seconds to go. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. Here's Smith. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Hits him on the end route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Charlotte.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. And I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I